is 2033. Trash is everywhere. In oceans, in space, piling under makeshift shelters, or neatly classified in private living rooms. Regardless, trash is waiting to be sold and shipped to a new destination, whether that be local or across geographies separated by trash-filled oceans. Trash, with its moldy assemblages of big and small things, and its capacity to become undone and reconfigured, is a coveted matter. Plant corpses used to fuel gas engines. Now, trash provides pathways to survival-oriented, earth-plowing forces. What used to be classified as dirt and discard is now a global archive holding multitudes of accumulated afterlives of objects and substances from some people's irresponsible past extravaganza. Lip-stained plastic cups, dirty socks with holes, creepy plastic trolls, broken TV remotes, deadly chemical waste. They are all precious currency. Welcome to the trash economy. Like minerals where only a few years ago, mining trash for value is now a widespread source of commodities and resources, a primary form of labor, and a highly regarded economic activity. Dealing, transforming, and reinvigorating trash is one of the leading applications of cutting-edge technologies in all fields. Moreover, ensuring fair economic distribution among participating groups and instituting fair labor rights across trash supply chains is the subject of intense organizational research. Okay, so we've explored design futures in various ways, examining our relationships with ourselves, objects, time, and systems of worth and value. Now we're going to go into design fiction, focusing on infrastructures and systems inspired by Richmond Wong's concept of infrastructural speculations emphasizes looking beyond individual artifacts to consider broader systems in which they are embedded. By using infrastructural speculations, we can have better understandings of the long-term relationships and dependencies between technologies and systems, including cultural systems, regulatory, environmental systems, and pay more attention to repair and maintenance. This also connects to discard studies. The scientist and academic Max Laboron describes discard studies as examining, quote, wider systems, structures, and cultures of waste and wasting, end of quote, emphasizing that, quote, structures, not behaviors, uphold norms and practices of waste and wasting, end quote. So this speaks to reselling as in one of the conundrums that we've been talking about, and is that at the individual level, we may not have a lot of influence and a lot of leverage in how secondhand economies work. So it is important to understand these systems and reimagine these systems to see where we can strategize for change. There are these different kinds of aspects of discard. There matter, the social aspects, the moral aspects, and the way that discard is moved from one place to another, that showcase aspects of power and normativity. So, for the reseller immersion, we're discussing systems to frame secondhand reselling as these larger systems of waste and value, exploring the infrastructures that resellers and secondhand workers are immersed in. So, again, Max Laborion had mentioned that these ideas of what is good and right, normal and natural, are built into infrastructures. And we've discussed how this is the case for the things that we sell. Power, privilege, and injustice can perpetuate norms that we keep reproducing in secondhand. And maybe if we critique these norms, we will be able to handle waste differently. This is an excerpt from a paper I had written in 2022, inspired by my ethnography and my work in secondhand economies. The purpose was to, in using fiction, engage with some of the conundrums we had mentioned at the beginning of the week. Some contradictions that I saw in my ethnographies when I was trying to place myself politically facing the question of how can secondhand economies make a difference. And this paper described this universe in the future where 3 organizations of different kinds had roles to play in the trash economy. First was the OTIC, which is kind of like a copy of OPIC, but for trash. This is an institution that regulates trash. So one of the artifacts that is here is the brand guide for this organization. Another institution was Rakinetics. This is a company, a corporation that creates different kinds of automation for secondhand clothing specifically. It's inspired in Boston Dynamics. That's a creepy, scary robotics company. And it also has a catalog of different of their offerings. This is the artifact that I created, is a catalog. And finally, there's the CTW, the Coalition of Trash Workers. This was, to me, the most interesting problem, was how to envision a political unity among people who are these diverse workers of the trash economy. And this is kind of also what I would like to explore together. What alternative institutions, what alternatives forms of collectivity could we think through these infrastructural speculations and design fictions?